Greetings, captains! Last month seems to have been hot for all fans of esports in modern warships. The Winter Clash tournament has all the best teams on planet Earth fighting for the title of the champion. One of the special features of the World Tournament is the need to use the class of landing ships that was introduced to the game only recently. Today we'd like to talk about the first representative of this unique class. The JS Katori became the next step in the development of the combat landing ship concept. It can boast an extensive air defense complex and an impressive arsenal of offensive armament. Besides, the Katori can deploy unmanned vehicles, and a couple of combat helicopters patrol the skies above it. The unique feature of the landing ship is two 127mm railguns that turn it into a natural sniper. One salvo from the main caliber deals up to 87,000 damage, with the reload taking 7 seconds. This weapon has only one flaw. Bloom recovery is pretty long, so the Katori feels more comfortable in positional play when you have an advantage in map knowledge and can predict both enemy positions and firing lines. An open double slot for grenade launchers enhances the artillery of this warship, since the Katori often assumes the sniper role in the beginning of a round. The best choice is MRLS with extended firing range. We can suggest the popular American RUR-5C ASROC, or a recent addition, the Turkish TRG-230. Both can fire at ranges of up to 12 kilometers and can boast amazing accuracy. For missiles, this warship has a single slot for 2 spots. A versatile choice that we can recommend is the S-350 Vitez. Thanks to increased burst damage, it's great for both destroying enemy aircraft and attacking enemy ships. If you want to focus on surface targets, take a look at the supersonic 3M-80M Mosquite from the in-game shop. Fans of laser-guided missiles might want to try the Japanese HVGP Block 1. Its advantage is a good penetration of the enemy air defenses, since this munition can accelerate to very high speeds at the end of its trajectory. A perfect choice for a sniper. We could also say that unmanned vehicles are part of offensive armament, and there's an open slot here. Modern Warships currently offers 7 drones with different stats. Winter Clash contenders seem to prefer underwater vehicles. These mini-submarines can turn the tide in a battle by showing up in the least expected and most uncomfortable places. At the same time, the captain of the landing ship can easily sacrifice a single drone to deliver extra damage, since the JS Katori has no less than 4 unmanned vehicles in a single slot. The basic Type 101 drone can be replaced with a more advanced vehicle, like the Orca XLUUV that you can purchase from other players in the market. In addition to drones, the Katori has 2 separate slots for helicopters. You can use it to improve the defenses of your ship with slower and more powerful machines like the Mi-171SH or the Merlin HM2. But if you want to use helicopters to update intel on your enemy, you better pick the faster Jueying 8 or Phenom choppers. Share in the comments what combinations you believe to be the best. Looking forward to reading about them. For air defenses, this ship has 2 silo-based RIM-161 Block 2B systems, as well as an open slot for 5 more AA complexes. We can recommend the RIM-162D or the Garpoon here. An experienced captain knows there's no such thing as too much AA defense, so it's a good idea to improve it even further by installing the Seahawk Sigma into the open double slot for autocannons. Despite the impressive size, the Katori can achieve an impressive speed of 21 knots. Still, its acceleration and maneuverability match its size, which makes it closer to aircraft-carrying cruisers in this regard. Another similarity, the landing ship spawns next to aircraft carriers at the beginning of a battle. If we analyze the battles of the current championship, we can highlight 2 successful tactics for the landing ship in a team game. In Scenario 1, you park it somewhere next to an aircraft carrier. Thanks to the unified air defenses of 2 ships, the commander of the JS Katori can focus on controlling the drone and supporting the Allied offensive. Besides, the Katori can become a mighty defender for the aircraft carrier if the team decides to focus on aircraft attacks. Scenario 2 involves using the landing ship as a sniper stationed in the rear. Since the Katori can find itself completely alone in this kind of tactic, its captain needs to stay extra vigilant. Enemy aircraft simply love this kind of target. In regular online battles where you don't have tight team cooperation, both these tactics seem to be less effective. But what do you do if you have no group at all? When everyone picks their own tactic, the captain of the Katori can actually join the first line of attack. You can use the landing ship for assault, exposing the drone to the incoming enemy fire first. It can deal some damage to the enemy and force them to spend all their rounds and begin a reload. A perfect time for you to show up. Landing ships are extra useful in the middle of the game and towards the end of the match, when some of the vehicles are already lost. Helicopters and drones aren't just valuable combat units. They're also amazing recons that help you keep your targets visible. That's why we don't recommend taking risks with this ship without a clear plan of action. The JS Katori is a ship for deliberate, positional play that requires its captain to have excellent tactical skills and an ability to control multiple combat units at once. Challenge yourself by playing this amazing landing ship, and see you at sea.